it was no pressure. It was an easy decision. After 4 years in Barcelona, the management decided that they're not gonna go with me in the future. So at that moment, it was for me an easy decision to sign to Real Madrid as soon as the call came. It was an easy decision, and it turned out pretty good, right? I won the EuroLeague, I won League, I won the Super Cup too. So yeah, it was a love story. I mean, it was a dream of mine. Obviously, I was chasing it for so long. I played 3 finals in a row. So 1 with Barca and 2 with Madrid. Even my first year, when we lost against Epes in the final, it was a very tough loss because I think we should have won that. And then the next season, maybe we should not won against Olympiacos. But this is basketball. Things happens, and yeah, obviously, it was a dream of mine, and I'm super happy. I always thought that if I finished my career without winning the EuroLeague, it would have been a shame. But now thinking back, obviously it doesn't put a stamp on my career, but it's easy to talk now because I won it. Yeah, I mean, I realized early in my career, when I moved to Spain, that I have to put emphasis on my defense, especially after I get drafted by San Antonio Spurs. They told me that my defense is not where it should be. So I worked a lot and I worked my ass off, in defense, and that's how I established myself as a player in Europe, right? Playing in Baskonia as a defensive stopper, as a defensive player, as a 3 position, and then after that, I built on that, let's say, on that legacy. So yeah, it was a hard work, but it worked out pretty good. I'm the guy that I think I found a way with every coach. I found my way even to playing. And there is not many coaches that I didn't play a lot for. All the coaches I learned something, picked up little pieces. I enjoyed working with all of them. Obviously, when you're successful, it's much more easier. But just like I said, I think I worked well with all of the coaches that I had, even last season, with Sferaopoulos, in the middle of the season it came, I learned a lot before Duško. Mostly Serbian coaches dominated my career, so this is the way I know. But yeah, playing in Spain for so many years, I had some privilege to play with some Spanish coaches, so it's all good. Yeah, it's very impressive what he's doing. He's 38 and he's still, one of the best, if not the best, center in Europe. He's giving us so much, on the court, off the court. His work ethic, the way he takes care of himself, the way he dominates, the games, being, as a leader. It's something very impressive for me. I think it's, also me, turning into these ages, I'm soon going to be 36, so I'm always asking him what you do, to stay in shape. But yeah, it's something that I think it's something to look up, not just me, but also younger generation. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. It was a lot, depends on the day. If some guys, catch on fire, it's very difficult to stop, especially in EuroLeague. There are many players that's very, very tough to guard, and you have to prepare yourself. Me personally, I always struggled against opponents who were physically stronger than me. But yeah, there are many players, and I think it's always like, okay, it's an individual responsibility, and I always take it as a challenge before the game. But at the end of the day, it's a team sport. So it's not just about one player, because if one pick is coming and somebody screams me, I'm over. So yeah, but a lot of players, Mike James, before I remember, it was a lot of players. So I don't want to mention, each one of them, Spanulis, of course, but yeah, it's a team sport. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Serbian derbies are special, are very, very special. I don't think I experienced anything else, throughout my career. Obviously, there are classicals, but still, maybe Spanish fans are not as fanatics as Serbian fans. So obviously, last season those games were very special, very, very special.